But this is the biggest problem I had with the movie, which is that what is she saying? Is she saying this is who I am as Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Or is she saying this is what stardom is, but I'm better than that? That's what I couldn't understand.
I don't think anyone knows.
She's already performing. At the same time, she's working. I mean, look, there's a bit of this. I mean, I think the screenwriter had a bit of a field day with this, you know, because it's just cliche after cliche.
And rags to riches, like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's working the most, you know, mundane
menial
possible job. Yeah,
she's working like some restaurant, like some
something
kitchen.
like that. But there's something like she's sort of, her femininity is not there in the beginning. Like she has to wear a bow tie, and she's performing in a drag bar where she's like the only.
And she punches a guy in the bar as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. There's something strange going on in the beginning, right? But my point, to compare it to the Judy Garland stardom, is that A Star Is Born in the new film should be more like someone famous is born, right? Because a star means something so different. So, so the point I was going to make is that she is doing this thing to an extent. Her dad suggests that, oh, look, she's a great singer, but she's lacking in something.
Yeah.
Right, which is obviously something that mindset seems hereditary. She seems to believe it herself. But eventually she's picked up by Jackson Maine and she's thrown in front of an audience. I don't know what the health and safety codes were, and she's just brought on and starts singing. And all of a sudden she's famous. And it's really she's famous from that point on, right?
Yeah.
That's really when the film starts, because she's like a hit on YouTube or whatever. And there's even a part there where her dad and his colleagues are watching it, and it's like even they don't really understand stardom, right? And it's funny because they mention people like Sinatra, but when they're looking at the YouTube channel, there's a point where he's like, oh, what's that number? It's how many views. It's like them trying to get their head around stardom.
Yeah, you see, he mentions the algorithm and things.
He mentions the algorithm.
Yeah,
it's a beat.
I was like, oh, fuck, Rowan's in this movie as well. He's mentioning the algorithm. He's trying to beat the algorithm. But I was like, yeah, this is... Even the movie itself, or the characters that are released, they don't even understand stardom now. Yeah. Stardom's sort of a lost art in a way. So beyond that, what happens is, it's not so much that she's a star, as that she's just a vehicle, really, for the agents and everything. But this is the biggest problem I had with the movie, which is that what is she saying? Is she saying this is who I am as Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Or is she saying this is what stardom is, but I'm better than that? That's what I couldn't understand.
I don't think anyone knows.
If you hit me at 20, I'll survive. If you hit me at 30, then you've got to subscribe. That's what I couldn't understand. That part is the part that, because with the Judy Garland one, it's very clear, which is that it reflects pretty clearly the sort of the essence of a performer, which is that you could be a super talented performer, but a star in that time was almost a job title, right? Because you got given a contract based on your stardom. And obviously contracts are a big topic in the old movie. Whereas in the new one, it's like, there's so much ambiguity, and it's so, I mean, the word itself becomes so evasive that I don't even know at one point, like, first of all, at what point she's happy. Does she reach a critical mass of stardom? It's hard to even get a sense of how famous she even gets. We see one billboard at one point.
So one billboard, they talk about a second album potentially.
Yeah.
Where it's in some kind of tour around the world. So yeah, it's not clear at any point.
Yeah. So I didn't really know what was going on. But again, to echo, I think the problem is that because it's not a great movie, a lot of those things, and I think depending on who it's, I mean, I remember when we talked about Solaris, we talked about who you aim a movie at. I mean, this is going into production, so I'm skewing it a little bit, but we talked about who do you aim a movie at, and we said that potentially with Solaris, because it's George Clooney, we're kind of aiming it at people who are into rom-coms and movies like that. But with this Lady Gaga one, I mean, Lady Gaga's obviously, she's a pop star, she's a contemporary pop star, so does that mean this movie's aimed at little kids? I mean, pop these days is more for kids and young people more than anything. But at the same time, the topics of the movie are a bit heavy, so is it suggestion that pop is like a grown-up world, but kids are the bait here. I didn't really.
But that's why it's so bad.
Yeah.
This film, because it just confuses you. You don't really know where it's going, what its true message is, compared to, let's say, the Judy Garland version, which I think is a bit more clear.
I thought this was going to be a funny episode, but it's so bad that it's brought a
downer.
It's been a downer, this movie, because I honestly thought when I'd first watched it ages ago, and it just sort of whatever, it was whatever movie, right? But I didn't paying attention to it. I think it is hard to. I mean, I can't really think of many redeeming. I mean, I like Sam Elliott in it. I mean, we can play a little bonus round here, of course, redeeming features of the 2018 A Star Is Born. I'll go first. I think Sam Elliott is okay in it.